Welcome to this video on communicating through graphics. In this video we'll be taking a closer look at packaging and labeling and how a designer can use packaging and labeling to communicate through graphics. So, what is packaging, one might ask? Packaging is the art, science and technology of enclosing and protecting products for distribution, storage, sales or use. Packaging is closely related to labeling and branding because labels are often found on packages and the branding is often found on the labels. A product is an article or a substance that is refined or manufactured for sale. It is necessary for a product to be packaged properly to suffice a number of reasons which we'll be discussing later on in this video. A package can take the form of a bottle, box, can, carton, cover, pouch, wrap, or any other enclosure that is used for containment, preservation, promotion, and/or protection of an article. A label, on the other hand, is a piece of paper, plastic film, metal, cloth, or any other material affixed to a container or a product on which is written printed information or symbols about the product or item. Information printed directly on a container or article can also be considered as labeling. Now, when designing a package, there are a few objectives that the designer should ensure that the packaging will meet. These are to promote physical protection, to enable marketing, to convey a message, to provide convenience, to provide containment or agglomeration, to provide portion control, to provide product identification, to enhance profits, to enable self-service sales, and to enhance brand image. Packaging of objects ensures that it is protected against vibration, temperature, shock, compression, deterioration in quality, etc. Packaging also protects the product against theft, leakage, pilferage, breakage, dust, moisture, bright light, and other external factors. Packaging plays an important role in marketing. Good packaging, along with attractive labeling, are used by sellers to promote the products to potential buyers. The shape, size, color, and appearance are designed to attract the potential buyer of a product. Packaging is the best way to pass on information about a product. There is so much information that the manufacturers of a product would like to convey to the users of that product. Information relating to the raw materials used, the type of manufacturing process, the usage instructions, the expiration date are all very important and should be conveyed to the users. Manufacturers print such information on packages. Packages should be designed to provide convenience for its users. Packaging also adds the convenience in handling, display, opening, distribution, transportation, storage, sales, reuse, and disposal. Packages with easy to carry handles, soft squeezed tubes, metallic containers, or conveniently placed nozzles are perfect examples of this. Packaging is used to provide containment and agglomeration. Agglomeration in this case refers to a collection or a grouping of things. Small objects are typically put together in one package for reasons of efficiency and economy. For example, a single bag of 1,000 marbles requires less physical handling than 1,000 single marbles. Liquids, powders, and grainy materials all need containment, thus making packages extremely important. Packaging enables a product to have its own identity. This is done by designing a unique and distinct package through the effective use of colors, shapes, and illustrations. Such identification and distinction are very essential in the present situation of intense competition and product clutter. It is therefore very important that the packaging is able to stand out among the competitors of that product. Since customers are willing to pay a higher price for packaged goods, there will be a higher profit realization. Additionally, packaged goods reduce the costs of handling, transportation, and distribution, and also cuts down wastage, thereby increasing profit. Good packaging enables self-service. The present trend in retailing is effective display and self-service sales. Products require effective packaging for self-service sales. Effective packaging will ultimately enhance brand image. Attractive packaging in a consistent manner over a long period of time will enhance the brand image of a product. Put simply, if a product continuously has attractive packaging, then we as consumers would come to hold that manufacturer at a higher level than other competing manufacturers. When designing a package, there are a number of things that a designer has to consider. They have to take into consideration what type of product they'll be selling. They have to consider the material to create the package from. They need to think about if the product needs to be dispensed in a particular way, or how will it be used, for example. But after they have figured all of that out, after they have come to the conclusion that we're designing this product and we need this type of packaging for that product, then the next step comes the layout. Now, the layout is the way in which the text, the pictures, and the illustrations are set out on the page. Now, the layout will be affected by the actual product, the shape of the product, and the shape of the packaging that the product will go into. Now, once the layout has been decided upon, the next step is for the designer to think about the font that they'll be using, as well as the illustrations and images that will be used on the packaging. Now let's take a look at fonts. What exactly is a font? A font can be described as a specific typeface written in a particular style and size. There are many different types of font. However, they are usually placed into three categories: script, serif, and sans serif. Script is a font type that uses various curls, swirls, and loop designs to mimic calligraphy. Script fonts are considered elegant and aesthetically pleasing. It is great for titles and other short but important text. However, it doesn't work so well for large sections of text, as it can be very fancy and overbearing if it's used too much. It can also be more difficult to read when it's spread out across many different words, thus not making it the most ideal font style to use for important information. Here are some examples of script fonts and how they can be used. Serif font is probably the most used font in the modern world. Serif font has a projection at the end of each stroke. One well-known example of a serif font is Times New Roman, which is known as an authoritative professional font. Here are some examples of serif fonts and how they can be used. Sans serif fonts do not have the projection at the end of each stroke, thus giving it a more modern look. Many present-day companies lean on sans serif variations for all their marketing materials. Here are some examples of sans serif font and how they can be used. Alright, so now that we're familiar with the different categories of font that exist, here are 2 tips to follow when selecting a proper font for your package design. The first one, readability. Always ensure that the font you choose is legible. Never sacrifice substance and readability for style. A good font is able to take care of both those issues. The second tip is to be consistent. For printing projects, it is recommended that we use no more than 3 fonts. Logos are not included, of course. This, of course, helps ensure the readability of the package, but it also ensures design integrity. So, now that we've gotten the information out of the way, the next step is designing our package. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you again in the next one.